Buck is on his way. Good morning, big boy. It's actually pretty nice out today. A little cloudy, but it's not supposed to rain, thank God. It's just supposed to be cloudy weather today. But it's pretty nice. It's not cold out. It's actually like not as warm as yesterday, but I would say a little cool on the cooler side. You ready? Here, I got your peanuts. I got your apples, my big boy. Here. Keep the cup like this so you don't drop so many on the floor. If I keep the cup like this, he won't drop so many on the floor. If I tilt him more, he ends up dropping most of them on the floor. So I figured out this is the trick, to keep it like this. If I keep it like this, then he drops it. Right? Yeah, yesterday I had to make a short dinner video because it was so noisy. And I don't know why I had a feeling like Buck was going to run. But he actually didn't run, guys. After I ended the video, I was like, still, like, I was staying with him until everybody left. And then he still stood here. And I should have recorded because my father-in-law, he went to go throw out the garbage yesterday. And it was so cute because my father-in-law walked up to the spot. Not like, he didn't walk up here, but he walked up to those two gray stones in the front. And he was talking to Buck. He was like, hey, Buck. He was like, what are you doing? You eating? And Buck was just standing there staring at him like he wasn't getting scared or turning his head or anything or walking away. So I told my father-in-law, I was like, all right, he definitely likes you. I said, because he doesn't run with you when you get like close to the spot. But anybody else, like he would walk away or run. Like yesterday, like everybody was driving or getting ready to drive away from the driveway, like, to leave. And that's when they were all like driving up close to me, like not close to me, but you know what I mean? Like by where the blacktop is, like close by like that. Oh, Red is here. Hi, Red. Red the Cardinal just came. And who else came? Oh, and I see a blue jay. I want to throw them peanuts, but... Hold on, Buck. Let's give them 2 of the small peanuts. Okay, I just threw peanuts. Let's see if Red flies down. Yep, Red is about to fly down, guys. Okay. We have Red the Cardinal there, and Bluey is right there. I just threw peanuts. Bluey, go get your peanuts. See, now Red is going to get the peanuts because he likes peanuts too. And Bluey's about to fly down too. Now it's Bluey's turn. Where's Bluey? There you are. Who flew away? Bluey flew away. I got your apples, baby. I got your apples. I was just recording the birds. Buck is probably like, hey, give me my food. Yeah, so if people are in the car and they're talking to me, or even trying to get his attention, but they're in the car about to drive away, he won't be so afraid. Like, he'll be a little bit on high alert, but he won't be so afraid. Why you keep smelling me? Why you keep smelling me? I wonder if he smells my dog, because she was around me this morning. But I wasn't wearing this robe. Like I said, I only wear this robe to come outside. You want it in the bucket? All right. You want it in the bucket? He must have smelled my pajama pants that it has, of course, my dog scent because I was playing with her this morning. Yeah. Yeah, big boy. Let me just dump all his apples in here. There you go. Go eat apples. I know, Buck. I gotta start getting out your spray soon, your neem oil. I gotta get the neem oil out here because I started seeing, like yesterday, I seen bees around. I see mosquitoes. So I feel like once it's gonna start getting warmer, all the bugs are gonna start coming back out. So I want to start spraying him before it gets crazy buggy. Right? I'm gonna spray you before it gets crazy. I feel like Buck likes when I feed him, but he loves eating out of his buckets like that. Because usually when he eats out of his buckets, like, it's not like he could eat as much apple as he wants. He doesn't drop any because they're all in his bucket. So that's why he doesn't have to go digging on the floor for the apples that he drops. Because he just eats like that. So he doesn't drop any. If he does, it falls right back into the bucket. Right? I think that's why you like eating in your buckets. I'm so happy because I don't think this weekend I mean, not, well, this weekend just passed, but next weekend, you know, this coming week, hopefully it doesn't rain so my husband could go in there and clean. Right? If I wasn't pregnant, guys, I would have done it this week. I would have definitely done it. My husband was like, I know you. You would have been in there if you weren't pregnant. I was like, I would have. I would have. But Buck is doing good. Yeah, so he's not afraid of my family if they're in the cars about to drive off. I think because he knows that they're not going to come close to him. They're in a car and they're about to leave. Right, big boy, you know? But he was a little bit on alert. But he didn't run. He actually stood at the spot. Like, after I ended the video, I was hanging out here with him. He ended up, like, when he walked over there and he was standing over there, after everybody left and drove out of the driveway, he went right back to the corn bucket to go eat and drink. And now he's drinking, baby. I actually have more water to fill up his bucket even more before I, like, walk away. And then my father-in-law came outside to go throw out the trash, and he was talking to him. I told my father-in-law, I was like, you see? I said, you could talk to him. I said, Buck will stare at you. When my husband talks to him, you know what he does? It's so funny. Buck will just stand there and turn his head and look that way. So if my husband, like, calls his name and tries to get his attention, he will not stare at my husband. The minute my husband starts walking away, then he'll turn around and look at him. Like, what? My husband is not looking at him. It's so funny. I crack up every time. Me and my father-in-law, we crack up. My father-in-law always tells my husband, Buck likes me. He liking me. He don't like you. He likes me. I always tell my father-in-law, I'm like, you know, you should feel special. I said, because Buck likes you. I said, you could talk to him and get his attention. Like, he actually looks at you, stares at you. I said, when your son talks to him, he always turns his head and looks that way. Like, he doesn't want to stare at him. It's so funny. Oh, my God, I crack up. I really do. My husband's like, I don't understand because I known him longer than my father. Because I was like, not technically. I was like, technically, you guys both known him the same years, amount of years. Right? Right? You just don't want nothing to do with daddy. You just don't want nothing to do with daddy. My big boy. But you're like, no. Right? You're like, no. Yes, you do. That I know you like. Oh, my big boy, you're so soft. And you feel clean. Oh, if I didn't have this big belly, Buck, I could have continued petting you, but I can't, like, lean over too long because I have the big belly in my way. Now he's probably going to go forage on that tree over there, the branch. He's a clean boy. See, my fingers are clean. He's a clean boy. It's weird because in the summer, I feel like he gets more dirty. Like, when I pet him, like, I'll find dirt on my hands in the summer sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. But in the winter, it's like he stays cleaner. I don't know. Okay. So I had to get comfy. And then he, like, stares at me while he grooms himself, right? He's such a good boy. My brother-in-law yesterday was like, I can't believe he still comes, like, every day. Like, he didn't leave off with that girl that was in there at the doe. I said, because Buck loves his home and his food more than the does. I said, believe it or not. I said, he's not that type of deer, like male deer. You know, some male deers, they'll leave their homes and chase the does and won't come back to their homes because then they'll probably wander off wherever, you know, the does are and stuff. I said, this one, he's not like that. He cares more about his home and the food that I give him, and probably my company too, than a doe. Because even if you guys noticed, even when there's a doe in this forest, he still comes and visits me every day, you know? He just won't hang out with me long. He'll eat and leave, but he still comes every day. So I learned to realize, after hanging out with Buck for so many years, I learned to realize that Buck cares about his home and his food to his belly and my company. That's it. Right, big boy? You know, like, yeah, he cares. Like, let's say if a doe comes in this forest, he cares enough where he'll go and, like, you know, follow her around and stuff. But then eventually, after the first day of him, like, constantly following, chasing her around, like, by the next day, he'll be back to his normal schedule with me. Even with the doe in here. I thought I was going to lose him this year when he was in rut. And he was, like, hanging out with that doe. And he was in rut that time. during that time. So I really thought in my head, like, oh my God, like, you know, there was never a doe in this forest while he was in rut. They usually come around springtime when he's not in rut anymore. So I really thought he was going to like leave me, like leave off with her and just never come back. I was telling my husband, I was like, oh my God, now when this doe leaves, like, you know, he's in heat, like he's probably going to leave with her. But thank God he didn't. I was like thankful for that. I was like, oh, Buck, you're the best. I was like, I guess you really love me. I was like, because you did not leave for that girl. He's still here. Right? You're my big boy. And look at his spring coat. It's growing on his mouth. Starting off on his lips. Now he's gonna go back. Now he's gonna go back. Baby, you were thirsty today. And he had water in his bucket this morning when I checked. He had water in his bucket. It was dirty. The raccoons were definitely in his bucket last night because the water was cloudy and had dirt in it. But I wonder if he's so spoiled now where if the raccoons make a mess, he don't want to drink out of it no more. That would be funny if that's what he does. I don't know. Like, I don't know if he drinks the water after the raccoons like make a mess in his bucket, because he had water, but right now he's acting like he's so thirsty, like he hasn't drank in a few hours. So that's why I don't know if he still drinks the water after the raccoons make a mess in his bucket, because when I'm around he always gets fresh water, right? You always get fresh water. When mommy's here, you're spoiled. Me and my husband were talking the other day. He was like, he's probably the most spoiled here. I was like, yeah, he is. Let me put the rest of this fresh water in his bucket because he drank a lot. He made it go down. Yep, he made it go down a little bit. Still overflowing, but I like to overflow it. Like when it leaks out and stuff like that. Okay, and he's got corn. Buck is definitely spoiled. But I love Buck's company, so I don't mind spoiling him. And he's such a good boy. Right? He's such a good boy. I feel like he deserves to be spoiled because he's such a good boy. Like he's such, I don't know, and he gives me good company. I love his company. When I sit here with him, it's just so relaxing. Especially when the birds come by too, around spring, summer. Around spring and summer I love because usually the chipmunks start coming running around over here. Then I have Buck's company, I have the chipmunks, I'll have the squirrels. Like everybody starts coming. So it's pretty nice. Spring and summer, I'm not gonna lie. Like I like everybody's company. Like when they all come out, all the animals. It's so nice. It really is. Like I just sit here and I just laugh because I watch the chipmunks chase each other. Like they'll fight for like a piece of corn or a piece of like a peanut. And I'm like, really? Like there'll be so much corn and peanuts scattered all over the floor because usually around springtime, I start buying peanuts just for the chipmunks and the squirrels. So I'll buy the chipmunks and the squirrels. They'll get like just plain peanuts, and then I'll buy him the mixed peanuts. So when I see the squirrels and the chipmunks trying to come over here, like down here to try to get his peanuts, that's when I start flinging the regular peanuts so they can all have their own. Because they're not picky, the squirrels and chipmunks. Like, you know, they'll get excited even with the regular peanuts. This big boy, he's picky. He likes his mixed peanuts. He likes the pecans, the cashews, the almonds, walnuts. Like, he likes all that stuff. He likes the expensive ones, of course. I'm like, Buck, why couldn't you love like regular peanuts? It's my fault because one day I gave it to him as an option, and then ever since he tasted it, he was like, like I prefer those than the other ones. So I kind of blame myself, but it's okay. It's all right. You still cleaning yourself, big boy? I didn't feel any ticks on him when I was petting by his ears and like his face, so that's good. That means the ticks didn't hatch yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but he's keeping himself clean. That's why I want to start getting the spray out soon because it's almost that time, you know? When everything starts hatching. Mosquitoes, ticks, and all that. Annoying bugs, I call them. They're like annoying bugs. Especially the horse flies. They come around summertime. Oh, I hate when the horse flies come out because they bother him. They start picking at his legs, like flying towards his legs and bothering him. Oh, I hate it. I'm like, leave my boy alone. And the horse flies, they're not scared of the neem oil spray. Like when I spray them with the spray, they don't fly away. The only ones that fly away or getaway after I spray him is the ticks and the mosquitoes, like the little mosquitoes. But the horseflies, for some reason, those things are like probably on steroids. They don't care about the neem oil. Because last summer, he had horseflies flying around his legs, like his body. And I could tell it was bothering him because he kept like, picking at them, like to get away from him. And I felt so bad. I kept spraying him and they wouldn't leave. I was getting so mad. I was like, yo, leave my boy alone. All right, guys, he's leaving. I'll see you later, Buck. I'll see you for dinner. I love you. I'll see you for dinner, big boy. I always say bye to him when he walks away. And I tell him I love him all the time. Right, big boy? Mommy loves you. I see you for dinner. All right, everyone. So he's leaving. That's my cue to leave, too. I will be back later this evening with Buck's dinner video, which will probably be nice and peace and quiet. It'll be just us two. Sounds like today's going to be a nice, peaceful day, like quiet day outside, which is nice, We like those days. He's probably going to go for his walk now and go scrolling around and checking everything out and making sure nobody's close to his home, because that's what he does. So I will be back later this evening. Hope everybody has a great day. The weather is beautiful by me. It's actually nice out. Besides it being cloudy, it's a nice day. I can't complain. It's not cold out at all. All right, everyone. I will be back later. Ciao for now.